Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you wondered, how did I end up here? How did I get myself into this? We have a rule on One Life. When someone asks us if we want to experience something new, we always say yes. But perhaps this time, we got ourselves in deeper than we expected. In our first week in the Marquesas, we met Jimmy, who happily traded some of his homegrown fruit in exchange for some of our fishing gear. This interaction turned into an invitation to a Polynesian barbecue at his home, and of course, we said yes. Whenever a local invites us to do something, our motto is just always say yes. So we were gonna leave to sail today, but we've decided to stick around and go to Jimmy's for the barbecue. And when he pulled the mint off of his tree, I made a comment about mojitos. Ooh, mint. Ooh, mojitos. Oh. And he just messaged me and asked if I was gonna bring mojitos to the barbecue tonight. So I'm using some of the limes and the mint that he gave me, and I'm gonna make a batch. All right, well, I'm just packing up the mojitos, and then we're gonna go meet up with our friends Kristen and Fabio from Harbors Unknown, and another couple, Maud and Tor, that we actually met in Colombia, and it just so happens that they're anchored here next to us. So Jimmy told us we could invite all the boats in the anchorage. So yeah, there's like a whole group of us going, which will be super fun. Gary set a stern anchor to keep our dinghy off the wharf, since the swell was smashing up and over the seawall. We made our way into town, where Jimmy would pick us up. When we arrived at his home, tucked along the lush mountainside, we found tables, chairs, and a traditional Polynesian-style barbecue, with meat and fish sizzling over roasting coconuts. Gratitude welled within us. We couldn't believe him and his family's generosity. Such a warm embrace to extend to a bunch of salty sailors. Jimmy's open invitation to his home and the communal barbecue epitomized his extraordinary generosity. As the evening unfolded, we listened to the rhythm of Polynesian songs, and the divide between hosts and strangers quickly blurred away.
Merci beaucoup. Merci.
Okay. Ciao, Jimmy.
Oui.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Well, we just got back to One Life from Jimmy's barbecue party, and it was really awesome. The food was absolutely delicious. There was chicken and beef and grilled tuna. There was raw tuna. There was banana. There was this like breadfruit salad that was amazing. And we had a short little dinghy ride back. It's about 2 miles to the next bay here, but it's a full moon tonight, so it was an easy dinghy ride. And we're going to get some sleep because tomorrow we're going to go sailing and probably head up to the north end of Hiva-Oa.
All right, we're on the move this morning. The next island, we're headed over to the north side of Hiva-Oa. We've heard that there's a waterfall there, so we're gonna go check it out. Gary's pulling the anchor now, and we're gonna do a little day sail. It's about 12 miles. I can't believe how many bananas we have, and they've pretty much ripened overnight, which is wild. We're gonna be baking a lot of banana bread, a lot of smoothies. It's gonna be amazing. I've decided to cut up some of these bananas and freeze them, like into slices, so that we can blend them in our smoothies later and have a cold bevy.
Well, it was nice calm sailing for a few minutes, but our wind has totally died. Not even enough to keep the head sail open. I guess I'm gonna have to furl it in and fire up the motor.
When we motored into Hanamano Bay, we immediately noticed the landscape here looked a bit different than the lush green mountainside we had come from. But despite the island looking different, there is one thing that remains: the Marquesan hospitality. We just arrived on the north side of Hiva-Oa, and it's actually really interesting in this bay. We're the only boat, and there's a river outlet, so the water in here is pretty brackish, and you can actually see the tide line from the river water hitting and mixing with the ocean water. It looks like an interesting place. It's much drier than some of the other islands that we've visited so far. We're just walking along the river here, based on Navionics, which is a boating app that we use, and people leave reviews to tell you basically what you can find in the anchorage and around the towns and stuff. But anyway, it says that there is a freshwater pool, and looks like we found it. Bonjour.
Jose.
Meet Jose and his wife, Tapua. This welcome marked the beginning of a captivating couple days together.
Jose.
Jose, Gary.
No.
Gary.
Brooke.
Brooke.
Moi, ma femme, que deux ici. Nous deux.
Oh, okay.
On vit 8 ans ici.
This is his land?
8 ans.
Yeah.
Ah. It is evident we have a bit of a communication barrier here, but laughter, pointing, and nodding quickly transcended any linguistic barriers. Is
Big.
Josie okay for...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Buwene tawata.
Bota.
Udah tawata.
Bota.
From Tuata.
You see?
Tawata.
Oui.
Tawata ano naman yun?
You see? Oui. Oui. Tipua's family first arrived in Hanamanu in the 1920s, and she is the third generation to live here. Wow. Wow. Ooh.
Original.
Original. Yeah. By you.
Yes.
Wow.
Army net.
Club.
Yes. Kayu, lama, kayu. No finish.
Yeah.
More to carve.
Yes. So finish.
Finished.
That's the finish.
Wow. All the goats.
Pig.
Pig. Ah, yes.
Ah. And their land here is absolutely beautiful, and it's really amazing that they're willing to share it with us. But he wants to show us his pig. Wow.
Pig in mud.
Wow.
So he's had him since he was very little.
Wait, wow.
Oh, shit. Shucks.
Oh, over there.
Two.
Two smaller ones. Very cool. So he has a generator for power, and he's showing us his workshop where he makes all of his tikis.
Kabari. Kabari. Aluminium.
Another club. That's his like. I think that's his like pattern.
That's his pattern. Yep.
Yeah, his pattern to.
Elephant.
Oh, beautiful.
So he has a couple dogs here, and he uses them to hunt the wild pigs. And the dog will attack the pig and bring it down, and then he can shoot the pig to put it away. Pretty cool.
Super resourceful. Beautiful.
Là is a pamplemousse.
Oh, pamplemousse.
Yes.
Oui. Oui. Oui.
Voilà,
Merci,
tonight.
merci.
Venez.
Okay.
These ones are dark.
Oh,
Oh, those are marble with
Marble?
wood. Wow.
Kayu.
Marble and
Marble?
wood. Wow.
So these are all the pigs that he has got, and he's drying out
Deux
the.
pics. 70 kilos.
He's drying out their tusks to make the necklaces and things.
Yes.
Woo! Yes. We were totally not expecting this. He showed us all of his arts and all of his tiki carvings that he does. We asked if we could buy any, and they're only for him. They're his personal use. And they just invited us for dinner tonight. They said to bring lemonade, but we'll have to try to think of something else to bring as well. I just can't believe how friendly people are and how open they are to welcoming us into their homes. So it's really fantastic to be here. We're having an incredible time so far. Let's go for a swim. If this place isn't paradise, then well, it must not exist. After so long at sea, a freshwater bath had us feeling like new people. came back to the boat and I made some cookies and some lemonade to take over tonight. And we're just gonna gather our stuff and head back over. There's another boat that pulled in beside us, and maybe they're gonna join us too. I don't know. But look at these cookies, you guys. It's been so long since we've had lobster, so we're really excited about that. And yeah, we didn't really know what else to bring, so cookies and lemonade it is. So basically they're gonna make a sashimi salad, and it's tuna and coconut milk and like a cabbage. So they just grinded the coconut, and then we brought it out here. We put it in a cloth and squeezed it, and here's the pulp. So they put the pulp aside, and then they put the coconut milk in the tuna.
Just onion tuna, and it's gonna be coconut milk.
Oui, comme ça. Voilà. Après, Cynthia, tu mélanges.
Très bien.
Kevin, Cynthia, and Kyle, our newfound friends from the neighboring boat, brought an extra layer of joy. Their previous encounters with Jose and Tapua, along with their French fluency, proved invaluable in bridging the language gap.
Du cochon, chicken et porc local.
Du porc.
Cochon local.
Oh, that's the one.
Yes,
Yeah.
voilà. Cochon local, poulet, pâte, riz, langouste, poisson cru, travers de porc, New Zealand.
So tonight we've been invited by Josie to go on a wild hog hunt. So it's a group of us. We're gonna take his dogs up into the mountain here and see if we can hunt a hog tonight. Look at all these skulls. He is a very, very effective hog hunter, I'd say. So we're pretty excited. This is gonna be wild.
Voilà. Est-ce que pour la bonite, tu mets de la viande sur ton...
Coffee, our fuel for tonight. No lights on the road. We're starting the hunt, so we're not allowed to talk anymore.
How's it going?
It's really hot.
So we've been walking for like 15 minutes up the ridge. No sign of hogs yet. We were zigzagging our way up this cliff, and with loose rocks, steep drop-offs, and total darkness, our hearts were pumping. So we just got up to the top of the ridge after about a 45-minute hike. And we're waiting for the moon to come up so the dogs can see well enough to find the hogs. We're really out of shape, that was tough.
Alright, it's time to keep going. The moon's coming up now. Okay, ready?
Nada. Nada. Bon tir.
The dogs are amazing. Have you done this before? Have you guys done this before?
No, first time.
First time, okay.
Yeah, we were amazed.
What just happened?
So we were walking along the ridge and the dogs were barking. Kevin let the one off the leash and the other one just like went after it. And I didn't see it because I wasn't running, but everyone ran. And the dog basically broke the pig's leg or took a bite at the pig's leg. And then Joji called the dogs off and he took the shot at it and got it in one shot. It was pretty crazy.
Really impressive. His shot was absolutely perfect, right in the head. And wow, the dogs are so well trained. He's a pro. It's incredible. Josie's removing the hide right now with a knife and he's heating it with a torch. He used the torch to take all the fur off first, and now he's just scraping all the hide off to get down to just the skin. His father taught him how to hunt, and it's been in his family for generations and generations.
For Jose, hunting is a cultural way of life and a means of survival. And although he does love the trophy tusk necklaces, it is the meat that Tepua and he depend on for sustenance. Not a single part of the hog is wasted. The head will go into a lobster trap in the bay as bait. The internal organs are satisfying rewards for the dogs for a job well done. And the rest of the body is carefully broken down into pieces that will fit into sacks to be carried back down the mountain.
So the hog is all butchered now and packed in a couple sacks, and we're gonna hike back down to the beach.
Ça va, mon chéri? C'est correct?
Jose's mastery of hog hunting was astounding to witness, and for him to open up his world to us strangers was an unimaginable gift.
No, thank you. I'm gonna stick with water.
C'est la bonne chasse.
Well, today we get to reap the benefit of our hunt yesterday. So we're headed to Joji and Flower's house so that we can barbecue the hog from yesterday. I made some cupcakes for dessert, and yeah, just gonna have a chill afternoon hanging out with them. And then later this evening probably, or tomorrow, we're gonna set sail again. Oh, bonjour. Oh wow! So there's the salted hog.
Wow, super! Wow, merci!
C'est incroyable.
Wow!
Merci beaucoup.
Ça, c'est la cochon d'hier, c'est pour vous deux. C'est la lime, ça.
Limé.
Limer ça.
C'est pour
Ouais, c'est la limer.
Voilà.
Limer les dents.
Super. It's here, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Incroyable.
Merci beaucoup. Ah, merci. Oh, so cool.
C'est vraiment beau, c'est bien.
So now that it's daylight, we can see where we hiked. all the way up there on the plateau. It was pretty tough. I was out of breath like within 15 minutes.
Allez, servez-vous.
Being welcomed in someone's home on our travels is always a special experience. But this time, it went beyond being welcomed into their home. It was an immersion into their culture and their way of life. In just a few short days, Jose and Tapua transformed a group of strangers into family, and this last meal around their table tasted rather bittersweet. There's a whole pile of coconuts. Yeah, so they collect all the coconuts when they fall, put them in a pile, and then they're ready for drinking. So Joji is showing us how to open them now. Wow.
Very fast.
Wow.
And then you kind of turn it. Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Turn, yeah.
Yeah, you turn it.
Ooh, Tapua!
can have
Ah. Oh, merci. Café.
Non, non, ça c'est bon.
C'est bon.
C'est bien fermé.
It's good? Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Ciao. Ciao.
Au revoir. Merci.
Bye. As we headed back to One Life, we watched the sun go down and reflected on what we had experienced over the last days. The warmth and kindness of the Marquesans surpassed our wildest dreams. We talked about how perhaps we wish we had more time here, but as sailors, the ever-enticing horizon is always beckoning, promising new adventures in the chapter that lies ahead.